The iconic starter is back, and he's bringing along my favorite starter? Awesome! This trailer started off with quite the bang, having every summonable Pokemon show up at the beginning. The actual showing off of the playable ones was awesome as well, with Greninja getting to show off the special moves Substitute, Water Shuriken, Shadow Sneak, and Water Jet, and Charizard now having Flare Blitz to make up for his fourth move slot no longer being what it was in Brawl. I even planned on at least using Greninja as a secondary due to his moveset and my experience with him in Pokemon X. Also, I feel like I was the only one who did not think Greninja was Mewtwo when he was in the shadows, mainly due to recognizing that the charge was the watery blue of the Water Shuriken versus the shadowy purple of Shadow Ball. Just a tiny detail I noticed. Well, it's about time! Seriously, Little Mac is a boxer. I'm surprised it took the fourth game to include him. As for the trailer itself, the comic art style for the opening and outro was awesome, and Doc Lewis's comments really emphasized Mac's strengths and weaknesses. Speaking of which, the trailer actually showed off his downfall. Kudos for saying, yeah, he can kill you at very low percentages, but get him off the ground and he's dead. Definitely prevents people from going full Leroy Jenkins. Most of the time. Great trailer that shows the character really well. So, Mii's got in. Cool. The trailer is somewhat short, but the showcasing of the Miis and the lead up with Reggie and Iwata fighting each other really makes it stand out. We also got our first look at what Amiibo can do with Iwata calling Mario in for backup. A pretty funny trailer with two of Nintendo's biggest employees just having fun. Not much more to ask for, really. Hell to the yes! For those of you who don't know, which is most of you honestly, Lucas was one of my mains in Brawl, and the second of 3 characters to be announced during the Smash Micro. So him being back was a great surprise. The trailer did a great job starting with the build-up involving Ness getting destroyed to the Mother 3 Love theme, and also showed that move-wise, Lucas is just as we remembered, including the godlike up smash. I also have to give props to the trailer tagline being a pun on Lucas's homeworld name being Nowhere. Now then, if Nintendo could just localize Mother 3 already, that'd be great. Hey look, another Fire Emblem character.
Hey look, who cares?
With that intro, you're probably wondering why Corrin's announcement is so high on the list. To answer that, it's because he's not just another simple sword user. Sure, he has a sword, but he's also a Manicat, also known as a mother-dragon hybrid. His moveset looks really awesome, as does the Chainsaw Sword. Honestly, in the back of my mind, I've been wanting a Manicat in Smash for a while, and I love how it was handled. Now I just need to have $6 on me during February. That's it, Internet. We can all go home. The mascot of fighting games is in Smash. Being the first DLC fighter to get his own stage and the biggest announcement from the Micro, Ryu was a great surprise with a great trailer. Starting with an homage to the Street Fighter II intro, we get a great look at Suzaku Castle and Ryu's moveset as the trailer goes. We also get to see that Ryu kept his iconic moves, the Hadouken, Shoryuken, and Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku, for his appearance. Nice work on Nintendo getting the Wandering Warrior in. Oh hey, another Marth clone. While I like Lucina as an FE character, did we need another Marth?
Time to tip the scale.
Well, all is forgiven. Seriously, Robin being announced in the same trailer definitely made Lucina's reveal easier to swallow. Another nice move was not dwelling on Lucina too much and giving the majority of the time to the Mage Knight. Much like my thoughts on Corrin, I didn't dwell on Robin having a sword since he also uses every type of tome except light. The best part is his specials were pretty much how I imagined them when I was thinking of him for Smash, with lightning and fire being a neutral inside, wind being up, and dark being down. The little touch of his moves having durability was a neat tactic surprise as well. It didn't bother me as much either, since it plays off the player character being the tactician in Fire Emblem. Before any of you ask, Lucina had no negative impact on the trailer ranking due to who the next 3 characters are. Also, poor Chrom.
Huh? Oh, another angel. Must have missed one.
What?
Let's dance, boy.
I repeat, what? While I thought it would be cool to have Bayonetta in Smash, I never thought it possible due to what her actual character is like. In her games, she's a witch who uses her hair for both clothing and summons, leaving her stark naked when finishing off bosses with the bigger ones. She's also a bit of a sadist, so color me impressed with how Sakurai handled it. Only her limbs are bare during Wicked Weaves, and they kept her movements intact. Also, much like Ryu, she's getting a stage in the form of Umbra Clock Tower. By the way, for those curious about her series, that's the first game's tutorial stage. Another thing that made this exciting for me is the fact that we get her music in Smash. If I had played her games before making my top 10 soundtrack list, it would have definitely made the top 5. Talk about a way to finish off the DLC.
こんな日が来るとは思わなかったな。
What? Pumpkin? Pumpkin what? 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 Pumpkin what?
That's what was going through my head at the time. Seriously, not in a million years did I think Cloud Strife would get in Smash. Not because of opinions on the character, I like his character. No, it's because Final Fantasy VII was the first Final Fantasy not on a Nintendo system. Ryu and Bayonetta worked because Street Fighter 2 is one of the more popular Super Nintendo installments, and Bayonetta 2 is a Wii U exclusive. Cloud, though, outside of spin-offs or Kingdom Hearts, has never been on a Nintendo console or handheld. Also, props on his appearance not getting leaked. As for how the trailer covered him, it showed that he hits like a truck and has 6 limit breaks available as specials, with Blade Beam being the neutral, Cross Slash being the side, Climb Hazard being his recover, Finishing Touch being his powered up down special, and his final smash, of course, being Omni Slash. What else would it be? Then there's the Midgar stage using summons as hazards. Seriously, talk about hype incarnate having Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, Ryu, and Cloud fighting each other in the same game. It's still hard to believe despite fighting many Clouds on 4 Glory. Of course, we still have one more character's trailer to cover. To say I was hyped is an understatement. Mega Man was the second trailer shown for Smash, and my number one character that I wanted in Smash. The fact he was so faithfully recreated from his games was awesome as well. Aside from his arm swinging during his dash attack, the animation is point for point what it was in the 8-bit games. Also, the first part of the trailer just shows him using the Buster Slide and Mega Upper to a rock rendition of Mega Man 2's theme, the Mega Upper being from Power Fighters 2. Talk about delving into the history. Then there's the second part. After getting beat up, we hear the Mega Man 2 Weapon Get tune, and get this. I think Mario and Link just crapped their pants. After that beautiful use of the Metal Blades, we get a montage of the rest of Mega Man's moves, ending with a CG rendition of Flame Blast from Mega Man 6. All of that to the tune of a metal rendition of Mega Man 2's Wily 1. If you're wondering how this trailer beat Clouds, that's because I'm a bigger fan of Mega Man than Final Fantasy, and, like I said before, the Blue Bomber was my most wanted character ever. Kind of hard to beat that for me. This is also before Sakurai revealed Mega Man's final smash. With all that said, I still have Saddest Deaths to do, so I have been the Triforce of Doom. Peace out.
In the universe of Nintendo, a foul wind swept through the lands. It troubled all of the inhabitants and made them thirsty for blood. They all traveled to meet one another in the center of the world, where they could all battle to the death.
This is a Nintendo war. This is your honor you are fighting for. This is something you